You know, that time you wish you hadn't wore full armour and ridden 2 miles out of range, and you wish you put a trolley handle on. You know that time. Yeah.
Wearing one of the original tops from the Ninebot Z10 when it first came out, and this is where Speedy Feet's history lies, within the Ninebot Z1. This machine here is what really started it all for Speedy Feet. Gave us confidence in a product that was well built, was well funded, and the people doing it had a passion for that product. Any light on the thing, but is it actually on? So you've obviously got it plugged in somewhere else. He's got it plugged in on the floor. It's a trick one. It's put a dummy little indicator light on the top to try and trick me, and it's completely off. It looks like it's gone terribly wrong. Anyway, welcome everybody. Brilliant. Hello, John L and MC Stan 101. Hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I'm now going to try and not make too much noise on the old mouse. Need to check Facebook as usual as it starts to warm up. You need to flex these muscles. First thing, I'll mute my phone. Go and check the old Facebook account and ensure that the viewers there, if any, in this short notice, are actually looked after. Here we go. Got to log in first, don't I? Has anyone been riding in this freezing cold weather? I've been out on the InMotion P2 today in the snow. So we had snow in the Forest of Dean, high up, at high altitude. We had snow. Did anyone else have snow today, wherever you are in the world? Because you're from all over, aren't you? Having a quick look before driving home from work. From home from work, perfect time. Driving home is the best way to do it. Oh, and we've got 10 videos, by the way. Another point of notice. So this will be a vote week this week. Oh, live stream's offline. What's happened? Is it back online? Resumed?
It's working here.
Showing as you're on, is it? On mine I got a red alert. Red alert. There was no sound on Facebook. Facebook's good, isn't it, like that? I'm going to let that load. Not sure what's going on with that. It is saying it's live on Facebook, so hello everyone on Facebook, if you're there. Does seem to be working. Just double checking for you. Okay, we have got Duke-Gen on there. Gleth Silverlight. Rob Dodge. The cold has definitely hit the range on my Zoe. He got 139 miles on his Zoe. Summer, you get 175 for those not in the know on the Zoe. Or upwards. Let's have a little look. There was no sound effect. Hello from Sweden. Yeah, so Andy was out on his wheel today. What was the weather like, Andy? Because over here, real foggy and snowing. Lower altitude, real foggy. But we were out on the InMotion P2. Bombing it around, and that film should be going up later today. So that should be going up if you're interested to see what that's like. I'm just going to come off the Wi-Fi here and go onto my data on that one. I'll try and keep in check with the comments on Facebook. Okay, I'll put that there for now. Leave it there. I'm not sure they're live comments, but there we go. Okay, so we've actually got, from the viewers' videos, we've got 10 videos which will be voted on for this week. So make sure you actually watch those videos and then vote on them in the comments. Now you can do this after the live stream, so if you're watching now and this is not when we're actually live, then you can still comment. So comment below and then you're going to vote on your top 3 videos. Now we do allow a maximum of 2 submissions per viewer per competition. And some of you have submitted 2. I think, how many people got submitted 2? 2, isn't it? 2 have done 2. 3 have done 2 videos. 3 people have done 2 videos, which jumped it up to the 10. So it's a week earlier than we were expecting. So, yep, that's cool. Are you planning on doing any electric skateboard reviews? Well, we had the moonwalk there, which wasn't very successful. So that kind of went wrong. Started to do a video on it and it started misbehaving, and then it's been hung up there ever since. So not even sure it's in the shop. Like, you can just see the top wheel of it, which is probably there somewhere. I can't see because I'm 15 seconds behind. So if I hold my hand here for 15 I'll then know where I'm pointing. But anyway, oh yeah, I could look there. So it's there, the wheel there. There's the wheel for the skateboard. I'll show you. Let's get it off the old hook without knocking the whole studio down. So skateboard wise, oh my goodness, it's heavy. It is really heavy. But so's everything in it. Boxes, everything. You do the unboxing. Wow. So this is a bit of an ingenious thing, to be fair. It's a shame they haven't really continued with it, Gotway. So this is Gotway made this for a short while. Let me just do that. Oh my goodness. Need to work out. So ridiculously heavy. But no controller. That's the idea of this. So you stand on it and you basically lean forward or back. And it'll go forward or backwards. Works quite well. You have to put your feet on those silver buttons there. So they're like on and off switches. Shall we power it up? Shall we try it? Has not been switched on probably for a year. Has it got any power in it still? Let's move that out of the way. What could possibly go wrong? I asked you. Put that there. Definitely nothing could go wrong. Because it was faulty when we last did it. Where's the power button? There. Oh wow. Whoa. So it's sat there stabilising fine. So essentially it's like electric unicycle, this one. So you push down on it, it goes forward. But you need to put your feet on both these buttons here. I'm playing with fire here because it could just go boof and shoot off. It'd be quite bad. But there you go. And so you can pick it up and it doesn't spin. So that's on. Just in case you're wondering, there's the lights. So we've still got charge in it. Plenty of charge in it, in fact. Probably should charge it up again. But it worked really, really well for some time. In fact, we did a live on our channel somewhere. We've got a live feed we did when we were messing about with it. It was really good fun. And then it wasn't so much fun after that when it went wrong. And the trucks sort of hit on the body. They foul on the body if you do a real tight turn. So that was one disadvantage. But other than that, it worked really, really well. Gone off tangent a little bit there. Oh my goodness. Boom. That's heavy. Too heavy. Well planted though on the road. One advantage. Put that back. There we go. Easy. 6,276 subscribers. It's going up, people. Got it. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Tired out now. So let's have a little scroll back up. I agree, John. L18L is awesome. So that's the King Song 18L for those not in the know. Andy saying he went out for a ride. It was cold, but not too bad. So if you wear loads of kit, it ain't too bad. I went out today, didn't have any gloves with me. I'm now being handed, so Mario can continue editing the InMotion P2 video, which will be live in the next 40 minutes. There's going to be a nice little bit of a clip on there as well. Mario learning to ride the P2. So he's actually got some training going on. He couldn't ride the P2 to start with, but then he progressed and he rides it, sweets and up. So that's a little sneak peek, you know. He'd like you to know that. So now I've been handed the dashboard to control it all. Some really noisy people outside. Try a boosted board. I like the blinking hat. Of course you would, Marcus. Of course you would like the blinking hat. What's the quality like? Because the YouTube is telling me that live is red, so it's like poor stream health, but hopefully not. We might have some issues here if it's not that great. I'm just going to try and keep checking on Facebook. So Facebook is fine. Hi Eddie, who's watching. Let me just put that there for now. Forget that one. Got to drive. See you, John. He's going. Have a great show. Try a boosted board then. They seem very reliable. Apparently so. Could do. The thing I find with skateboards is they're actually massively more restrictive than electric unicycles. Whereas electric unicycles, you can basically go anywhere. So you can jump up curbs, jump down curbs. You can go on really rough ground. You can go on dirt. Some compacted sand you can go on. You can pretty much for anything. And the wheels do grip the ground. Whereas I've heard and seen with the boosted boards and other manufacturers, quite slippy. Quite treacherous at times. So, yeah. What is the flickering sign on the blue wheel behind you? That is our counter. So that is how many subscribers, YouTube subscribers we've got. I think that's still showing. You can kind of see it through all the stats on the screen there. Yeah, that's what that is. It follows Twitter followers, Instagram, YouTube. It tells you the time as well. Interesting. Justin, I'm finally here. Good to have you here, Justin. Any news from Xdarom? Any news regarding Z10 distribution in Europe? Nope, no news at all, apart from what we were told before, which is before Christmas. Now, I have a feeling that we won't be getting hold of these wheels. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that they're going to distribute themselves directly from Segway office in Europe. Don't know. Or someone else in the UK, possibly. There's been some updates on that Z10, which some of you may have caught hold of. But the fact that there's a 12% e-wheels in the US, Jason there has had a 12% failure rate, which is incredibly high. And has to boot, that's not the bad bit of news, to boot, they haven't offered him any real support. So they've been silent for weeks, months, and he has to buy the replacement parts rather than being warranty parts. And even when he's offered to pay for them, getting into trouble getting them delivered. And so in some of the cases, it's been weeks or months there as well. So he's half considering just stopping the Z10. Because obviously, as a business, if you can't get warranty replacement parts from the company that manufactures the wheel, one, quickly, and two, ideally free, because it's not massive margins in this stuff. You know, it's not like you're making huge margins. You go, oh, sorry, I'll buy a couple of boards. You need those parts, and you need them quickly, because the customer at the end has paid a lot of money for their wheel. Fair enough. So getting stuff in is always bad enough as it is. But for that sort of attitude to come from them, I suppose I'm not surprised. It's all about shoving units, as many units you can possibly sell, and then kind of worry about the warranty and backup. Yeah, some other time. But it's a bit different now in the EU market. The legislation on it is pretty tight, and it's tight over in the US as far as I know. You can't really take that attitude. So, news. Let me see if I can get you a link for anyone that hasn't. The Z10 availability is just sat at the same, basically. It was supposed to be Christmas time. Heard nothing since. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered. Z10 availability. Say if it was like the wheel, it covered and ticked all the boxes, and it was absolutely amazing. It's the best wheel I've ever ridden. Then I would be chomping at the bit for it. But luckily, not that bothered. So any news on, yeah, so the Z10, yeah, I've just sent you a link regarding the Z10. Hello Ian, got your email earlier, cheers. Hi Ronnie, good of you to join us. Glad you got the email. That shipped out today, so it should be with you pretty soon really. Stream looks great, no problems. Okay, yeah, and it's popped back green actually, according to the stats. This is tricky with this 12%. It is initialization issue, not really failures. Well, I suppose the way you could look at that is the wheels aren't working. So if you were selling that wheel, if you sold it to someone, it turns up and it doesn't boot up or doesn't start, whatever that issue is, whether or not it's because one thing's just left unplugged or because it just needs a replacement part or a unique way of getting those batteries back to life. Regardless of any of that, it's arrived dead on arrival. So at that point, legally, then you need to cover that off. And there's a cost involved. And if the cost is enough to kill the margin, what's the point in stocking the product if you're not getting that support? So from that point of view, yeah, maybe not mechanical failures. You know, the things are blowing up. It's not like that. Yeah, so the customer receives it. You know, it's not working. Can't boot it up, so it doesn't work. It's failed. Would you recommend it says I'm offline now, it keeps jumping all around. I'll ignore that because you guys are saying it's fine. So, would you recommend a King Song 16L for a heavyweight absolute beginner? Depends how heavy you are, Ken. 18, so an 18-inch wheel, so 18L, I would say something that size. You need some power. So if you're right on the upper end of the 120. No, it's not my real hair. I'm wearing it's like a wig. It's underneath the cap, so it flows out. It's ladies' hair put underneath there. Green apples, in answer to your question. Is there, there's a look, so we're talking about weight, 100, yeah, so 120 kilograms is sort of the upper limit. So if you're around that, go with a 18-inch wheel with a powerful motor. So you need to be looking at 1500 watt upwards, ideally 2000 watt. So M Super X territory is where you're at if you're that heavy. Is there much difference between the 84 volt and 100 volt MSX? Well, range is the massive difference, so substantially less range than the 84 volt. And we were advised by Gotway not to do the 100 volts. So yeah, so we haven't. So we just stuck with the 84, which is what I ride and absolutely love it. I think it's one of that would be, if I was going to choose all the wheels, for my exact situation right now, I would go with that M Super X. And that's just what I like riding. Rode it a lot on the weekend, smashed it about all over the place. Not literally smashed it, just bombed it over all sorts of terrain, no issues whatsoever. Apart from mudguard, could do with a mudguard, because you get a very dirty backside not having a mudguard. So Gotway, really you should put in mudguards with them, shouldn't you? Let's be honest, but you don't, and so that's the way it is. Got mudguards on order, speedyfeet.co.uk. If you go and search for M Super mudguard, they are coming in. They just weren't in our last order. Not sure why not, but we always have that. If you order stuff, it turns up, where is it? It's just not there, and then you have to chase it and put it on another order. Let's have a look at your Facebook. Eddie said, hello Ian. Rob, sounds like the Z series is dead in the water if this is the attitude from Ninebot Segway. Yeah, well, I suppose that's the other thing is we're talking about, as someone said, you know, it's not failures. 12% is not failures as such. So it's not a hardware failure. Well, it's probably, yeah, it's hard to say because there's so many cases, aren't there? But what is definitely a failure is not having backup and customer service. Any product, regardless, is dead. We dropped the IPS stuff because we've got i5s in there. Service was so bad that that's it. We cannot possibly rely on them to offer good backup and warranty service. Therefore, we can't. Therefore, we dropped them. And so we just don't do it. We just don't have anything to do with them whatsoever. It's very unfortunate. I enjoyed the Z10, but I've noticed Ninebot doesn't really care about anyone outside of Asia. Maybe this is not true, but it feels that way. It feels that way because that is essentially, yeah, what is happening. Yeah. For instance, we would have been great if we could have got demo versions of like the go-kart and stuff, which we've asked for, direct from Europe. So we asked for the go-kart, we asked for Z10, and the heels were dragged for so long that we got them direct from China through the owner of Ninebot in China, who said, "Yeah, I'll get you some." So we got us some EU stamped, so they got EU certification on them. It would appear from what we can see, but they're just samples, so they're not for resale, so it's not an issue. But that's the only way we could do it. And then as soon as we post the video up, get thousands of views, and then we get an email saying, Oh, where'd you get it from? So, yeah, got it from, yeah, directly. And that's it. Now they won't speak to us. So that's an interesting one. Directly, they won't speak to us. So we can't get anything. Everything has to go through Europe. So it's very clamped down, which is kind of good in some ways, because before there were people just grey importing left, right and centre, just buying 5 in, 10 in, undercutting everybody, being there for 2 weeks, offering no support, then going bust or just disappearing. And so they had to shut it down. So from that point of view, absolutely brilliant. But the way they went about it was totally wrong. We had an exclusive contract which just completely cut prematurely, and so did loads of other people. A big mess. And now what we seem to see is that they're not parts or warranty orientated. The replies are taking weeks to months in the same way as Jason's reporting. We have exactly the same. It takes a long time. And there's nothing worse when you get hundreds of emails a day anyway, trying to remember that you sent an email which hasn't been responded to is a right pain. And having to chase that 3 or 4 times, mental. So yeah, from that point of view, a very weak spot in their armour for Ninebot stroke Segway. If they got that warranty sorted and they were like that, and you're getting replacement parts, boom, boom, people can cope with that. If something's faulty and you can, a week or 2 to sort it out, that's okay. Months, not okay. The app always runs on their time. It appears that your daily status, etc., only update every new day in China. Small problem, but it tells a story. Yeah, it does, yeah. Hello Ian, what is the best way to store battery because I will not ride in winter time, snow will soon fall in Sweden. So recommendations, if you take a look at the Ninebot stuff, so they're market leader in terms of one, the size of the company, and theoretically how well they produce a product, they actually say charge it once a month. So if you're not using it, charge it once a month if it's connected. Or you can remove batteries and then charge to make sure they're charged once every 6 months, I think it is, off the top of my head. So when it's connected, obviously there's a small drain, or can possibly be a small drain. So yeah, so if you're going to leave it for a long period of time, up to 6 months, remove it from the unicycle and then charge it. I would probably charge it every couple of months. How you see Super X water tightness? Well, I rode in terrible rain on the weekend and had no issues whatsoever. So from that point of view, fine. They Gotway don't do any IP ratings on their units at all. So from that point of view, it's unofficial what it does. But we've had no issues, and we did the monster ride with the Gotways as well last year, 1,000 mile. If you haven't seen it, the last video went up, and that. We had no issues there either. So, there we go. And that's that. How long till the viewers' vids? Oh! Does someone want to watch viewer videos? Anybody want to watch viewers' videos? We could put up 10 viewers' videos, if you like. Now, weirdly, it isn't 10 minutes, apparently. I think it's 7 minutes, I think. In total. Doesn't say there on that screen. I think it's 10 minutes. 7 minutes, not 10. So, if you want to see viewers' videos, just comment below that you want to see the viewers' videos. And we will do that. We're also going to have a video coming up, hopefully next week, early next week, to do with safety, riding electric unicycles and all the pitfalls, things to look out for, etc., etc. So we'll hopefully Tuesday that will be up. It'll be a sit down in the studio, and we're going to run through a load of stuff that hopefully will help some of you guys and girls out there. Things like people don't realise that these units can actually fail when you're riding them. Things like that. The manual says you can do 45 miles an hour, for example. I'm being sarcastic, but you can do 45 miles an hour, and then they come off and have a crash at 45 miles an hour and say, why did the unit shut out? The manual said it can do 45 miles an hour. So things like that we're going to cover, and general riding practice. And now I will play a viewer's video, because one person, well, plus Jake, wanted to see viewers' videos. 2 people requested it. Let's see if I can drag this into here. Can I? Can I drag it, drop it in? Videos.
Daddy, 1 foot.
No.
No.
Okay.
There we go. That was good, Daddy. Hands out.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear what I said though? 1 foot? How do you plan to get off? 1 foot.
Oh, you
I'll get off.
tight. You ready? You still videoing?
Mm-hmm. Is that your tire?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I got it. Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Okay, and we are back in. Weirdly, that's paused on that screen. I think it's I didn't copy it over properly. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed those videos. 10 of them done. So you can send them in. Send in more. Always send in more. So the next competition will start next week. No, it won't, because we'll have 3. We've got to vote for the 3. So send in your videos. Yeah. Hair getting in the way now. Vote for your videos, and what will happen, as you'll see, there's a little trick there done by Mario. He didn't put the numbers on the videos. So what would usually happen is you type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, whichever number you wanted to win. Sadly, no numbers. So what will happen if you're watching this video is we will put the timestamps of those videos in there. and then you click on, we name them 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go and look in the description. So go and look in the description after this video has ended, it's all finished. In the description, after the live's finished, will be the numbers for the videos, or you could possibly name the person if you're really stuck. But ideally, we're looking for a number, because it makes it a lot easier. So do that. Let's have another look. So we've got KS69, hello EUC fans worldwide, hello. And then you got KJempEtoff.no, hey guys, hello. Michael King, nice edit and stair hopping Jake. Ah yeah, that Jake's video was cool, wasn't it? He says thanks Michael. Aha, the King family once again. Very true. Ninebot 1 can do it all. Very true. You got the C+. Want to see 3 people, 1 wheel next time. 3 people, 1 wheel. Now somewhere I've got a video of that or a photo. Pretty sure. Let me have a quick look whilst you're talking about that, because I'm pretty sure I can send you a link to a video where I've got 3 of us on 1 wheel. Not recommended. Took it over the weight limit, I suspect. Let's be fair. I'm going to find out for you. I'm going to find that URL and I'm going to see you, your 3 people on a wheel. Is what I'm going to do. If YouTube would let me get there quickly and efficiently, which it doesn't. Click about 100 links to actually get through. So vote on those videos. Comments section which video you want to win. And then send your own video in if you want to take part in the competition. So we don't know where it's gone, but we've got a stand giveaway this week. So whoever wins out of this lot, out of this 10, will get a electric unicycle stand, which is worth 30 quid plus shipping. So all free, just for the sake of it, just to help the community out. Let's have a little look. Should I search 3 people? I wonder if I'm going to find it with that. I want to find this. No, nothing. Hopeless. Somewhere we've done a video with how many, perhaps, was it? We're talking some time ago. No, how to turn 60-second short from 25th of April 2015. If you haven't seen our 60-second shorts, go and check them out. If there's people struggling to ride or want to learn to ride or intrigued in it, go and have a look at 60-second shorts. Little tip for you, none of them are 60 seconds. For instance, this number 9 60-second short is 3 minutes 56 seconds. Right, let's kill that videos. I'm going to find it for you. I really want to show you that video. Desperately want to share that video with you now. Now I've been asked 3 people on the unicycle. Let's have a look. Are you aware of any Gotway with tyre wider than 3 inch? Well, there is a new Gotway coming out with a wide tyre, but it is hopelessly underpowered, I believe. So it's not going to be anything that special, allegedly. So I've been told. Very small capacity, I think. I'll find out in a minute. I'll try and find this video first, and then I'm going to go back through years of videos just to find it. Hope I didn't put it on Instagram. It isn't on YouTube at all. Oh, here we go. I found it. 26th of September 2015. Let me share that video now. Can't share it from there, can I? No, can't share it from there. I need to click that. Edit through. You're just watching me click things. Share. Here we go. So I'm now going to give you the video. So this is... What are the voting numbers? Jake, as we said, Mary didn't put them on. So you need to be looking in the description once this is ended, this live stream. And in there we will number them and put a timestamp against each video so you guys can vote on them. Here, 3 people on a unicycle. Okay, I'm just sending a link into the chat now. That's 3 people on a unicycle. There you go. Hopefully that'll actually work. Let me know if you can actually see that URL pop up. I think we successfully do it, you know. I think we do. I should probably watch it, but I wonder if I can. And then max out the screen. Oh, hello. How good's this going to be? This is not going to go well, is it? Have I killed the live stream by trying to play a YouTube video at the same time? So the video is called there we go, you can see it, I think, unless it's back to front. Ninebot 1, multiple people, because why not, is what it's called. There we go.
This is my little niece.
and we're going to try and both ride it at the same time. Well, I'm going to ride it, control it, but she's going to try and stand on the front. So, so that leg there. This is another little game you can play. So then jump up, go around my shoulders like you did last time. Put both feet on, that's it. Right. Now lift this leg up.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready? Right, ready?
Ready, go.
Put your leg up higher so I can definitely get my leg on. Right, there we go. That's it, there's only one of us. Bear with me. There you go, easy as that. So, 2 feet, one on the front and one on my back.
I sped it up.
Possibly, might not work. So, first up, we'll have Toby on my back.
Don't I look younger? 2015, it is.
Oh, that's not a very big jump. That was a rubbish jump. Right, ready? Go, big jump. That's it. Right. Okay. Leah.
Not recommended either.
You've got to hold on real tight, Tobe. I've got to hold on to Leah. Put this back a little bit. Right, you put your foot there where we did before. Ready? Jump up. Round my shoulders. That's it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Whoa. And there we go.
Oi!
Day 2 of Ninebot riding. I would say it's quite successful. So, bye.
There you go. Just a bit of fun. Having on Ninebot 1. That was great fun. Brilliant. Summertime. Ninebot 1 being the only real wheel out there that you could ride and be safe on. So there we go. Douglas says, damn it, gotta go. Bye, Douglas. Boom. There you go. So 3 people on a wheel. Can anyone beat that? At your own absolute risk. Because you'd be crazy to do it. You can see that Ninebot 1. Amazing, didn't blow the motor really. Above the board, not the motor. You can see it dip forward as the weight to try and take off. It's like, woof. That's asking for a blown board, isn't it? Let's be fair. There is one coming looking like a one wheel. 60-second vids were great. Glad you watched them and enjoyed them. Also, Ian, I haven't seen that video. Ian is the man. I am a man, thankfully. I think I am, yeah. So I need 4 people, very small people. Yes, he said people, he didn't say how small. So if you can get 4 babies, I'm not sure you get the mother's permission though, because it's quite dangerous. I mean, if you had a cutout holding 4 babies, you'd probably get in the paper. See you, Ronnie. Ronnie's got to go back to work. Amazing, isn't it? Some people working. I don't know. We can climb back up these comments here and have a quick look. Yeah, so what challenge have we got? We've got to see completely at your own risk how many people can you get on an electric unicycle, and maybe you could submit that as a viewer's video. Maybe. Just don't go fast with people on it, for goodness sake. As you can see, we're on grass there and going about 4 or 5 miles an hour. Anything more? 4 dwarfs? Possibly. With their permission, of course. Never without. Not ideal. So, yeah, that's the challenge, really. And put it in a viewer's video. You might win. You might win. And I think the rule has got to be that you've got to be on it. You can't have any assistance wheels. You can't have anyone propping you up. Nothing like that at all. It's got to be free riding. So it's up to the rider to be bearing all that weight, essentially. So if you notice, they weren't stood on the wheel at all. Leah was stood on my feet and Toby was on my back. So you could probably get another 1 or 2 on your back. Yeah. Yep, 10 Oompa Loompas. Yep, you could try that. Shame it don't exist, but... Can someone teach a dog to ride? Yes, someone has taught a dog to ride. Oh my goodness. Come on, people of YouTube. Dog riding electric unicycle. I'm pretty sure there's a video for that. Just like there's an app for everything. There's a video of a dog riding an electric unicycle. There he is! KS14. I'll get you the link now. Oh my goodness, it's only got 400. Let's give this man some views. 432 views. 432 views. He's got to do better than that. There's a dog riding the electric unicycle. It's only 20 seconds long. I'm going to grab you the... There's not a certificate error with YouTube. Right. Boom. That's that one there. Okay. Here is the video of a dog, unbelievably, riding a unicycle. There you go. Or you can just type in dog riding electric unicycle and you will get it. More than one person on the wheel, no sense, equals dangerous, especially with the weight difference. Big person in case of fall will crush the small guys, girls. It certainly will. It is incredibly dangerous to do it. So who's going to do the video first?
Here is, yeah, that's me speaking to myself. Right, okie dokie, yep. But as you saw, no one died in the video where I was taking Toby and Leah along. So, yeah. I've done by King Song Thailand. It's quite dangerous dog riding it, to be fair, isn't it? I mean, how is that dog going to break? Don't think they thought that through, did they? Just go flat out. Bye, see you later. Got no comprehension how to get off. Just to sit on it until it gets a cut off, maximum speed, I suppose. But yeah, a bit of an odd one that. We just go back up through the comments, just making sure. I don't think anyone did send us in a Anchor message. I will try and check that at the same time. Anchor. People don't like using the Anchor system. Let me have a look. I think yes, we've answered yes. You need to get with 3 people on the wheel. You need to get 4 people on the wheel ideally. No, I can't log into Anchor, can I? That's the problem. I had that problem last week. Still can't get around that. So shame. Sign up. No, don't want to do that. Log in. Will it let me? Well, I might do. No, unable to log in. Oh, I'm in. I am in. Right, has anyone sent a message? You could just about get a dog to sit, yes. Well, if you get to sit, but you get to sit on an electric unicycle, that would be good. Now, voice message. Yeah, so no one sent in an Anchor message. So if you wanted to send in a voice message to play on the show during the next week's show, then send it by the Anchor app. Now, I don't think I can show you what that logo looks like, sadly. I wonder if I do a screenshot, and then I take that screenshot and crop it, and then will it go full screen so it actually looks like a reasonable size. So you know what the Anchor app looks like. Save to photos. Boom. Boom. Right, the Anchor app looks like that. So if you download it, the Anchor app, ANCHOR, and you can send a voice message and it can play on the show. So if you don't actually watch the show because you haven't got time or at work or whatever, you can send in a voice message as a question and we can answer it for you. Hopefully have an answer. But you send it in, we get notified, and then we can play it on the show. So you can actually ask questions without being here, which is good. And then if you catch the show after, you can always comment on that anyway. So, yeah. Hi, Jake, for when the King Song 18XL. So if you're not sure if you're talking to Jake or myself, but we will be having the KS18XL in around about, well, it should be before Christmas is the idea. So in around about a month-ish is when we should be getting them in, all being well. Jens has said Eddie Moy has a clip called EUC Group Ride Down to Brookfield Mall After Scooter Demo Part 1 of 3, where 2 people are riding the same EUC with both having their feet on the foot plates. Hey, can you link to the... That's pretty good, isn't it? Both feet stood over. I'll have to search that name and watch it to see what you mean. I'm trying to picture that. 2 people that are riding the same EUC with both having their feet on the foot plates with an S, so they both straddle over it. So one stood in front of the other, I'm assuming. I've seen someone do it where one's got the weight on one side of the foot plate and the other one is on the other side. So you've got 2 people stood side by side riding an electric unicycle, which will be taken up to its upper weight limit, I should imagine. Can you link to the app locations? Not really, no. Not really sure how to do that. But if you go to App Store or Google Play and type in Anchor, you should see it. Yeah, you should definitely see that there. So the King Song KS18XL here in Europe, /UK, has the normal foot plates that you have with the other ones. I think in America, due to someone paying for the tooling, which is pretty amazing, you got the bigger foot plates, but we will have the bigger foot plates in as well. We've got a separate order for those, so we'll have the larger foot plates in. So if anybody's got the brand new KS18L, they happen to brought an XL shortly after. If either of you got those models, you can get the foot plates separately. So we'll be doing the kit for it. So we just got to wait for that to come in as well. But they've been ordered up. So yeah. What was I going to say about that? Yes, we should have some inner tubes in as well. So we're going to get some inner tubes in for the other wheels. So we're lacking on the KS stuff really. The 16-inch inner tubes we can't get. There seems to be a shortage of 16-inch bent valve inner tubes en masse, put it that way. And then we got the 18-inch inner tubes we need to get in. I was amazed that is Thomas with his girlfriend. I was amazed that the riding was possible. Asked him to demonstrate. Okay, I should have a look at that video to see how that goes. No idea. Larger foot plates, more riders. I like your thinking. Big massive foot plates. If you make them about that big, then yeah, 2,000 watt motor, huge foot plates are that big. You carry 3 people on each side, 6 people riding it. You know, it could be the new bus. Found it in the Play Store. You found the Anchor app. Brilliant. Well, download it. Have a look anyway. You can always subscribe. We've stopped uploading the as a podcast. So we were doing the shows as a podcast. I will share that link. Because the issue is we play viewers' videos now. And sometimes, unfortunately, they're 10 minutes, 20 minutes long. And when you're doing a podcast, you can't have that. It takes a lot more editing to go through and pick out where there's no one speaking. It's just viewers' videos. In the description for the voting, can you specify which submission it is? Well, Jake, it will have a number by it, and it will be a link. So it'll be a number and a timestamp for that specific video that's been uploaded. So, yeah. Just having a look. Yeah, so the link, if you want to download Anchor, it's in the comments, wherever that is. Somewhere there. If you want to download the Anchor app to send a voice message in, you can do that. It's really important you send a viewer's video in. So this week will be the prize for this 10 submitted will be the electric unicycle stand, should we say. And it's something different every single competition. We just give something away. Throw it away, basically. Is anyone riding in the snow currently? And how are you getting on with it? Have you done anything to your tyres? Or are you going to shelve it? Like the other chap above said he's going to shelve it for a while. How do I store the batteries? Are you going to continue riding through winter? Because we certainly are. Say we're out today again in the snow, but it didn't settle. So it's not like we're riding through snow, slipping all over the place. I went out on the M Super X on the weekend. What else did I go on? Oh, V10. Did the V10, V10F range video yesterday. So the comparison between the two. We did the speed test. If you haven't seen that, go to the channel and have a look for V10 versus V10F. And it's sort of like a race, I suppose, is what you'd say. And I've done the range test, and that video will be done next week. So that should be up next week as well. But let me know if you're still riding in the winter, or a lot of you are going to shelve them, because I intend fully on riding throughout winter. So it'd be interesting to see how many people are actually going to push their machines through the whole year, essentially. So I would like to know that. I mean, I've basically every single year I've ridden all year round. It's just less appetising to pop out on an electric unicycle. It's tipping down with rain, so rain the biggie. If it's a nice cold sunny day, it's really good to ride. No issues at all. So it'd be interesting to see what other people's motivations for riding are. Are you really going to ride? And if you are, is that going to be because you've got to commute somewhere and you've got no other form of transport? Or is it just because you love riding your wheel? I find it ridiculously freeing, riding the wheel. You can't wait for the snow. I've got a video somewhere of me riding a V8 in the snow, and it doesn't go well. So, yeah, snow for sure, but studded tyre would be best. I've seen one from Finland last year. Yeah, somebody, who on earth was it? A couple of years ago, they sent us a link to the studs, and they'd put them in their tyre. That was Norway, that was actually drilled through and then clamped on studs to ride. So, do you use a wheel log? I do not. I have it, but I don't really use it. I don't really use apps, to be fair. Use them for the review videos. The only app I use is Map My Ride for distance. So you know your average speed and you know how far you've gone. Distance out is my main thing, and sometimes how long I've been out, but not really. It's the main thing for me is how far have I gone. So I used the app initially to set up the unicycle exactly how I want it, and that's it. It just stays like that, and I check it for these review videos, and no other real reason. I have to log in to see what the final mileage is and where we're at. So I think the M Super X is clocking on now for 500 kilometers, I think, ridden on that. So there will be a review video in the next 2 weeks, probably 650 kilometer review video. The KS16S, that is at 650 kilometers, I'm pretty sure now. So that review is probably going to be next week. So yeah, I've got quite a few videos up and coming on that. And I just want to make sure that I haven't missed any of your questions out. Who else uses wheel log? So what app are you using? You guys who are watching now, do you use the app that comes with it? So if it's a Gotway, using Gotway app, King Song, In Motion, or are you using things like wheel log, Darkness Bot, all those? Name your apps. What are you using? Interested to hear that one. Go back to this one. Open this back up. So Jens is using Darkness Bot. Michael King says no snow around here in Georgia. Not surprising. Darkness Bot with Jens. Wheel log is best if you're on Android. Correct. What apps can you use with Apple Watch? I know this one's out there for Android watches. Let's have a little look. So if I go to the App Store and type in electric unicycle, I tried wheel log, but I can't find a way to switch to the Imperial system. That is true, Justin. Totally agree. Sorry to see 1,000 mile journey reports end. Any crazy ride plans for the future? Any crazy rides? No, not really. No, not really. It's a shame, isn't it? Because the next one would really have to be 10,000 miles, wouldn't it? You can't really do. We went 200 miler for a charity ride, and then we did 1,000 miler because we thought we can't go 2 to 300 or 500. Really, if you're going to do it, you must do 1,000. So we did 1,000. It was actually 1,080 miles we did, and then, which is crazy because that 80 miles is essentially an extra day on top. So it's close to, it's about 80 miles a day, yeah, pretty much. Unicycle. But nothing planned for the future. But I'm glad you followed along. That was really, really good. Strava works in Apple Watch. It does, but Strava isn't specifically set up for your electric unicycle, so you're not connecting to your Bluetooth on your unicycle. Use wheel log. King Song app doesn't work on my mobiles. So a few of you use a wheel log, basically. Wheel log you can flip on the right side. Darkness Bot works fine with Apple Watch. Okay, so Darkness Bot works with it. Hey, someone subscribed. Yeah, so Darkness Bot. Let me launch that now. I've got it here somewhere. An affordable wheel app. So I've got Darkness Bot. In fact, I haven't got wheel log on here. Was it not available at one point? It's not on iOS, is it? Wheel log isn't on iOS. I think I've got it on my Samsung S6 or something. Darkness Bot. Another 1,000 miles. Another 1,000 miles. Oh, Darkness Bot works fine with Apple Watch. I've just suddenly sunk in what you're saying about that. Another 1,000 miles would work. Just do it in other countries. Could do. I mean, we were half thinking you'd go from coast to coast in the US, or you could do Africa, or you could do something crazy. Not sure. Don't know. Probably not going to happen because you have to be so much time away from the family to actually do that. And the other one costs a lot of money. Buying 2 monsters in, and then getting all the chargers for them, all the charge ports fitted for them, all the converters, the splitters, and then all the spares for them, and then booking the hotels, all the ranges. Not for the faint-hearted. Wheel log works okay with Pebble. Much better visibility than Apple Watch. Okay. But wheel log is not available on iOS, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. I couldn't see it when I searched the Apple Store anyway. Complete new KS app end of the year. Yeah, apparently so. New app. There's also Gotway have got a new app coming out as well. Would you use Darkness Bot if it had miles per hour? I probably would use Darkness Bot if miles per hour to check. Why not? For instance, with the Gotway, if sometimes you haven't got a data signal, and you can get different versions of it, but on iOS, if you haven't got a data signal, you need to log in to be able to log into your unicycle, which makes no sense. So you need a data signal to be able to log into their server, and then you just want to connect to your wheel. Shouldn't have to log in for that. Shouldn't need the internet. So Darkness Bot's good for that. So Darkness Gotway app doesn't work on mine. I don't have a King Song. I have a Gotway. Lol. Tired. Yes. So Gotway app doesn't seem to work currently at the moment. I mean, have I got one here? Let's try it a second. Let's boot a Gotway up. I think we're out of time, but I'm going to boot a Gotway up. I'll boot a Gotway up. Okay, let's sit back down again. We have run out of time. We are out of time, but I'm going to have a look, see if I can actually use the Gotway app. Yeah, so I think it'll work. So there's the Gotway app. And just boom, click to search. There's the Gotway underneath. Click that. Connected successfully. Done. So it works fine. There you go. M103 I'm connected to. So that's all working. Yeah, that works fine. So the Gotway app for me is working on iOS. Seems to be working fine, yeah. Wheel Log is only Android. Darkness Bot is Apple. Both app now developed in Moscow. Okay, by the same people or by different people? But time is up. Comment below if there's anything we missed or you've got something else to say. You can carry on commenting. You can put it in once this video goes up live. Don't forget to vote on the videos. They will be in the description eventually. So once this video goes live, in the description you will see numbers, name, and a link to the timestamp of their video. Vote for who you want to win. Top 3 votes will be dragged over to next week, and then you guys will vote next week and they will have numbers attached to them. No jokes next week. Okay, cheers guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, send in your videos as well. Viewers' videos, we need those. And if you've got any questions, then ask them on the show. Get people to tune in. Share the link to the live show. Tune in on Wednesdays around about 4:15, 4:30 GMT. But I wish you all a good week ahead. And happy riding, especially the weekend ahead. And send us some pictures. Post pictures, post videos, whatever. See you guys later. Once I finally turn it off.